Yo, 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 what is up? What is going on? It's your boy Maki down the historian coming to you with another stream for Democracy 101. We are back with another edition of Democracy 101's live coverage of the Formula One Grand Prix season. We are back. We are at the Sao Paulo. I don't know the name of this racing circuit, but we are in Sao Paulo. We're back for the Formula One Grand Prix, as I just said. Unfortunately, I got the times a little bit mixed up, so the race has already started. We're already into the fifth lap. Right now, we are in at the end of a safety car. Lando Norris is currently leading with Kimi Antonelli behind him. Charles Leclerc also in third, threatening Piastri is in P4. The two Racing Bull cars, Hajar and Lawson, are in P5, P6. George Russell for Mercedes is in P7, and the kid Behrman for Haas is in number 8. And and I think hell is frozen over today. I think hell is frozen. Oh my God, we just had a big crash. Is that Oscar Piastri? Is that Oscar Piastri? Is that oh my God, or is that Charles Leclerc? Charles Leclerc is out of this race. Charles Leclerc has lost his tire. The Ferrari team now only has Lewis Hamilton currently on the track with a working car. This has completely torpedoed Ferrari's chances of getting P2 in the Constructor Championships. And now we have another yellow flag out. What drama? Yesterday, Max Verstappen did not qualify, did not finish qualifying. He started from the pit lanes today. He is currently in P13. He is on the ass of Nico Hulkenberg for the Kick Sabar team. Yep. Rain Man Max. Yeah, forgive me, people. I just created this live stream. I was really going back and forth whether I wanted to do this live or not, but we only got so many F1 races left in the year, so you know what I'm saying? I always want to take the opportunity. And right now we in the middle of a virtual safety car with Max Verstappen, as I just said, threatening Nico Hulkenberg. Oscar Piastri has, I don't know how he managed to do it, but he has now moved into P2 ahead of Kimi Antonelli. Charles Leclerc looks sizably pissed off after what just happened. Let's see here. Charles Leclerc and Antonelli were side by side. What happened? Charles Leclerc went round the outside into the turn. Oh, and it looked like the front left wing of Kimi Antonelli car got caught up in the back wheel of Lando Norris's car, and it caused him to collide with the Ferrari. And now Charles Leclerc has a very, very disappointing day. He is out of the Grand Prix, and it's a stroke of luck for Kimi Antonelli that his car is still in working condition after he collided with two different cars. Yep. Leclerc, the Ferrari, he didn't have a chance. He got bumped right in that wheel. The rubber came off, and it's nothing but pure rim touching the asphalt. It will be interesting to see if we will have any time penalties as a result of that. But yeah, that Kimi Antonelli did not leave Oscar Piastri any real space to maneuver, and yeah, that was always going to happen when those two cars are in positions like that. Into lap number 8, we continue in the virtual safety car. Thus far, we have had two retirements: Charles Leclerc for Ferrari and Bortoleto for the Kick Sabor team. Both drivers are currently out. And what has happened? Max Verstappen is in P18. What is going on? Oh, Max Verstappen just pit. Max Verstappen made the decision I'm not sure what tires he is currently on. Given the fact that it is going to rain today, I would think that he would be on the soft tires. Nope, he is on the medium tires. Cloudy, cloudy day out there. They have predicted rain. We have not seen any rain as of yet, though. And I believe Max Verstappen, I don't know for a fact, but I believe Max Verstappen is the first to pit in this race, which will be an advantage down the line. Mm-mm-mm. And the safety car is ending, and Lando Norris is speeding away from Piastri. Piastri, and this is the duel we wanted to see. This is the duel we wanted to see. The two championship leaders are in P1 and P2. Piastri is just trailing behind his teammate, the two McLaren cars, Piastri and McLaren, or Piastri and Norris. Norris is leading by just zero point 0.3 seconds. William Albon, or the Williams Albon car, just passed Gasly. He just gave the place back to Gasly. But we have a very live battle for first right now. But Lando Norris is beginning to make up a bit of a stagger. He's almost up to a second in terms of his lead over Piastri. Piastri's going to have to fight back. He's going to have to do better than this. And now that lead for Lando Norris in the McLaren car is up to a full second. Right now, we got a couple different battles going on. The kid Behrman is in P7. He is currently threatening the Racing Bull car of Lawson. Lawson himself is currently on the ass of George Russell for Mercedes. And I cannot say enough how shocked I am. Pierre Gasly, the Alpine car, is up into P8 and currently threatening for P7. I talk a lot of shit about those Alpine cars, as I am right to do so, because those Frenchies do not know how to manufacture cars. I said what I said. They can't do it. Mm-mm-mm. We in the lap 10. Lando Norris now has a 1.4 second lead over his teammate Piastri. Both McLaren cars are on medium tires. Kimi Antonelli in third, and Isaac Hadjar, the Racing Bull car, are both on soft tires. Hoping to make up for that grip. Let's see. Max Verstappen now up into P16. He has passed Esteban Ocon for Haas, and he has passed Lance Stroll. And now we see a battle taking place between Lewis Hamilton, who just lost the place to Alpine car, Mr. Cologne. Lewis Hamilton is closing. Lewis Hamilton closing. We got a battle for P16 going on. And he breaks. But Lewis Hamilton smells blood. He's trying to get up into P15. Excuse me. He's trying to get up into P14. George Russell is gaining on the Racing Bull car of Isaac Hadjar. I don't think he can make it, though. I don't think he's going to make that up, though. Beautiful track out there. We got George Russell going wheel to wheel with Isaac Hadjar, and he takes the place round the outside into turn number 14. Beautiful move by George Russell. And now the Mercedes team are in P3 and P4, and the McLarens are in P1 and P2. Hoping to see Nico Hulkenberg move up a little bit. We go back to the 20-year-old Behrman, who is in P7 for the Haas car, who has been driving his tail off these past 3 or 4 weeks. Came away with a P4 finish at the last race at where was the last race? Was it in Austin or was it in Las Vegas? I'm not sure. No, it was in Mexico. Yep. Oh, and he is gaining, and he goes around the inside, and Behrman takes the place into P6. Behrman is into P6. Exciting stuff early in this race. And now Max Verstappen has passed Lewis Hamilton. The old rivals, though it's not very much of a rivalry now, as Lewis Hamilton just cannot get things right with that Ferrari car all season long. It's really been the same thing. But I am rooting for the car of the 20-year-old Behrman of Haas. That car has put on some very great, good performances these past couple of weeks. He still has the Racing Bull car on his tail, but he is putting up a great show of defensive driving. Anybody that comes through, anybody watching the playback, man, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button for your boy Marky Dan 123, and show some support. I'm thinking about starting an entirely new channel for my motorsports people. If I ever gain a fan base of motorsports people, right now I only got my brother AC and B3. He pulls up sometimes on Sundays, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna be coming with that motorsport channel real soon. It's gonna be called Full Throttle Frequency. It's gonna be beautiful. But to update the people who might just be coming in or might be watching the playback, Charles Leclerc of the Ferrari is out. He is out of this race. He had a collision with Kimi Antonelli, and he was bumped out, and the rubber came off of his rim, and it was over with. Lewis Hamilton is currently complaining about his car being unstable. Max Verstappen is on the tail of his teammate Yuki Tsunoda. I would think that they would make Tsunoda give up that place, but currently they are racing for it. Nope, nope. Tsunoda gives up the place to Max Verstappen. Verstappen goes into P13. And Lewis Hamilton comes into the pits. He is more than likely going to fall into last place. And he does. He falls into P18. Yeah, salute McSmith. Yeah, McSmith. Them Ferrari cars ain't looking so good today. You know? The Ferraris. So the Ferrari Hamilton is in last place. He's in P18, and Charles Leclerc has retired. Thank you for coming through, McSmith. I appreciate you, OG. Yeah, if it was ever a better time to play this clip, it's right now.
You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You can never, you know you cannot make it. You need to be cutting grass, making this place fresh for the actual footballers that want to use this place. You are tired. You are here. What have you done? Useless. Me with my pregnancy, I'm better than you. Idiot.
I don't know. Team Ferraro ain't looking too good. The Stallion ain't looking too good today. Goddammit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, McSmith. I appreciate you for coming through. I'm thinking next week is gonna be the Repco Supercar Touring. I think they're doing the Sand 500 next week. Might go live for that as well. Might be the opportunity for me to start my new motorsport channel. Ah, Jesus Christ, Shelton Moore. God damn. Don't tell me Sauce Gardner. Listen, I'm not surprised, Shelton Moore. Sauce Gardner is a dud. I'm sorry. Like that, even his rookie season where he won defensive rookie of the year, I thought it should have went to Tariq Woolen. That's just me. Ever since the officiating has gotten better on Sauce Gardner and they've been calling him for all those holds, he's been looking mid. He's been getting cooked all up and down the place. And Verstappen passes the kick Sabor car of Nico Hulkenberg. Verstappen now in the P12. Max Verstappen is not willing to give up this championship, his chance at the championship. Right now, Lando Norris is leading the championship with 390 points. Piastri is behind with 374, and Max Verstappen has 326. He has quite a bit of ground to make up, but he cannot afford. He basically has to finish in P1 of this race. That's funny. Bro, that shit is an embarrassment. How the fuck are you like how are you an American car manufacturer and you using Ferrari engines? You should be ashamed of yourself. Carlos Sainz. Oh nope, he's in the pits. He is in the pits. He's not retiring, but Max Verstappen is now in the P9. Max Verstappen passes Fernando Alonso with the Aston Martin car. And the kid Oliver Behrman for the Haas team has chosen to pit. He is gonna pit. Max Verstappen now behind the Williams car of Albon, trying to get up in the P8. They are once again showing the incident, the collision that took place between Oscar Piastri, Kimi Antonelli, and Charles Leclerc that retired Leclerc's car. I mean, just straight up shame. Like I just had the honor of watching the Ford versus Ferrari movie the other day, or I haven't watched it yet. I've watched a couple of clips. I haven't got to watch the entirety of it yet. I mean, where's the balls? And not just from Cadillac, from all of the General Motor manufacturers. Where's the balls? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Buick ain't got no balls. GMC ain't got no balls. Fucking Cadillac ain't had balls in years. And another car has pit. Who is that? That is Isaac Kajar of Racing Bulls. So the cars are beginning to pit. Lando Norris is going to have to make a decision soon. Right now, he has a 4-second lead on his teammate, Oscar Piastri. And Max Verstappen is into P7. Max Verstappen is doing the thing, is showing exactly who the hell he is. He has complained all weekend about his ability to control and handle that Red Bull car. But right now, he is putting on the race of his life. He started from the pits, started out in P16, and now he is about to take P6, and he has done it. Max Verstappen is up into P6. He is now not just zero point 0.5 seconds behind the Williams car of Albon. And I think he is going to take that place. Max Verstappen gaining on him, zero point 0.4 seconds. Now down to 0.3 seconds. Like what happened to American pride in manufacturing? Like what happened to that? Just no balls no more. Like the at this point, Mick Smith, I think the Japanese would kick our fucking asses if we would decide to go to war again. If they decided to hook up with the Chinese, establish their oil supplies for their war machine, establish their fucking iron, I think they could beat our war machines in this day and age. We don't got the balls like we did in the fucking 40s. Those fucking Chinamen and Japanese guys would kick our fucking asses up and down the fucking circuit. And Max Verstappen moves up into P5. I gotta really be serious. This is one of the greatest performances I've ever seen from a driver. This gives me prime Lewis Hamilton vibes when Lewis Hamilton started out in P18 and got all the way up to P13. Uh. Piastri has DRS. He's trying to make a move on his teammate. He's trying to go out there on the outside. Doesn't get it. Lando Norris still trying to battle. Still trying to battle. Those tires are probably done by now. He's probably going to pit very soon. And Kimi Antonelli has pit, and that may give Max Verstappen an opportunity to move into P4. Max Verstappen now 7 seconds behind. It was a 2-second pit for Antonelli to be close. No, Max Verstappen will move up into P4. Albon of the Williams car will move up into P5. Hulkenberg of the Kick Sabor car will move up into P6. Fernando Alonso is in the P7. Kimi Antonelli has fallen all the way back to P11. And my God, Lewis Hamilton of the Ferrari car is still in P18. And the Williams car of Sakai is just kicking his ass right now. He cannot get up there. And I mean, Lewis Hamilton just pit. Oh no, he's already had 2 pit stops in this race already. So that might be the reason why he's in P18 once again. But even then, we're only 23 laps in and you've already pit twice. I mean, come on now. I don't know what's going on. I think he might have switched from soft tires to medium tires. We'll see how that works for him. But the race that I'm focusing on right now is Max Verstappen and George Russell. And I am also looking at that battle for first place between Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris of the McLaren team. Oh yeah, Big man. I go back to the days when manufacturers and engineers of different countries and powers were going to war with each other, literally, to produce the best and most lethally efficient tanks and the most reliable planes and the most reliable fucking war battleships and submarines. You know what I'm saying? Then we left the World War II era and we started Formula One, and then we started going to war with our fucking cars. We started having battles of speed. Now it looks like not only has the GMC manufacturers completely sucked fucking salt, it seems Ferrari has just simply lost their way. They are now the cowboys of Formula One. I ain't gonna say they're the cowboys of motorsport because they do perform well at Le Mans. and in the WEC in general. But Max Verstappen has just put up the fastest track lap time. They are not showing it as of yet, but I believe that would be somewhere around a minute 9 seconds, minute 8 seconds. Oh no, are they saying Max Verstappen has a time penalty? So Lando, the hard does not look good. The soft probably similar to yesterday. That's based off Antonelli, so. Hold on, I didn't catch what that conversation was really putting down. Did they say was he recommending the soft tire? I didn't really catch what the engineer was telling him. Yuki Tsunoda goes to the pits and he falls all the way back to last place. Max Verstappen is trying to hunt down George Russell. I mean, for this guy to start out in the pits and to finish now, and to now potentially have a chance at the podium and maybe even a chance at winning the race because Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri have yet to pit. They're going to have to get off them tires soon. So that might leave Max Verstappen and George Russell, that might leave them to battle out for P1. And the young kid Behrman is currently in a battle. He's just zero point 0.2 seconds behind Lance Strollman for Aston Martin. And he passes him and takes the position. Beautiful move from the kid. And Fernando Alonso is threatening Kimi Antonelli in the Mercedes. Yeah, shout out to everybody that comes through, man. Please smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Exciting stuff out here today at the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. We are into lap 27. Currently, the two championship leaders, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, are in the lead of the race. Neither man has pit yet. George Russell has not pit yet. George Russell has not pit yet either. Max Verstappen might have an opportunity to move into P1. I am speechless. I am fucking speechless. Though it looks like Max Verstappen is slowing down right now. That's George Russell has put a 19-second lead on him. I might be eating my words right now. I don't know what's going on with Max. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. So George Russell currently has the oldest tires right now. His tires are 30 laps old. Max Verstappen is on 19-lap old tires, and Norris and Piastri for the McLarens are both on 26s. And I gotta give credit to my guy Pierre Gasly. I shit on him a lot, but he's putting up a great performance today in that Alpine car. Isaac Hajar. Bro, that is a fucking shame. Okay, so I'm reading it right now, McSmith. It says General Motors is gonna enter Formula One in 2026 as a new team. They have an agreement with Ferrari to be a customer team. So essentially, they're going to be a subsidiary of Ferrari. They're going to be using Ferrari's power units. They're going to be using Ferrari's I think they're using V12 engines, or excuse me, what engine? I think these are V6 engines they're using. I mean, pretty much what they're saying is, I mean, pretty much what those Italians are saying is these Americans are our bitches. They're our fucking bitches. The Americans kicked our asses in World War II, and now they got to bow down to us and use our engine parts. They're our bitches. We're into lap 29. Fernando Alonso of Aston Martin is going to pit. Max Verstappen still gaining on George Russell. He's now 5 seconds behind George Russell. So now Kimi Antonelli is now back in the P6. The Williams car, driven by Albon, is in P5. They are in a little battle, but right now Albon is gaining on Max Verstappen for P4. Albon is he's about to overtake Max Verstappen. Oh no, forgive me. I'm drunk. Wow. Okay, I meant Kimi Antonelli passes William Albon. That wasn't the battle for Max's place. Where's GM's Motor Tech at? In fucking China or Japan or India or Thailand, probably. I think Harley Davidsons are built in India and fucking Thailand, McSmith. And Lando Norris is gonna come into the pits. Lando Norris is gonna come into the pits. This is gonna and I believe he is going to switch to those soft tires. A 2.2 second pit time ideal. Max Verstappen is gonna move into P3. Oscar Piastri. Oh no, Verstappen! And Norris is gonna be close! Norris is coming down the pit lane. Max Verstappen is gonna pass him. But now Lando Norris is on fresh tires, and Max Verstappen is the hunted. Max Verstappen moves into P3. But now his tires are a bit shop, or more than a bit shop worn. His tires are 23 laps old. I mean, we've pretty much become cucks for foreigners. I mean, that's pretty much what we are, bro. I mean, unfucking believable. I mean, I came up. Mm-mm-mm. It has not rained as of yet. They said it was going to rain earlier. It is a pretty cloudy day out there, but anything is possible. There is a exclamation point. Something is wrong with Oscar Piastri. Something is wrong with the lead car for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Lando Norris is currently gaining on Max Verstappen. He's now just behind by 1 second. Verstappen is trying to hold on for his life. Lando Norris is now under 1 second behind Verstappen. The lead goes back to 1.1 seconds. Now Lando is down to 0.6. Lando is gaining on Max Verstappen. Now might be the time for Verstappen to pit. Because I don't think Oscar Piastri or George Russell has pit yet. Do you continue to hold on? And Oscar Piastri goes for the outside move down the pit lane. And he takes the position. Norris now back in the P3. Yeah, I think now is the time for Verstappen to pit. I think you should just go ahead and bite the bullet. I don't know what's going on with Lewis Hamilton's car. Something is wrong with Lewis Hamilton's car. Bro, they need to have I don't know what's going on. But Lewis Hamilton just gave up his place to his old rival, Fernando Alonso. And Lewis Hamilton is decreasing in speed. He has fallen out of the race all the way back into P18. So it seems that Team Ferrari has done what Team Ferrari is known for doing.
You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You can never, you know you cannot make it. You need to be cutting grass, making this place fresh for the actual footballers that want to use this place. You are tired, you are here. What have you done? Useless. Me with my pregnancy, I'm better than you. Idiot.
Yeah, the Ferraris are just not. I mean, they're just bad today. It's just bad. But we have a great overtake by Nico Hulkenberg. He overtakes the Williams of Albon. Not only that, we had a beautiful overtake from Lando Norris, who overtook Max Verstappen to get himself back on the podium. He's now in the P3. Oscar Piastri is in P1. He has yet to pit. Bro, I wish this F1 channel it would let you have like individual first person views of each driver. Cause they let you do that with um NASCAR has that option on Amazon Prime. You can watch the first person view of all the cars. George Russell now into the pits. Max Verstappen also in the pits. Looks like, yep, Antonelli, or excuse me, George Russell is going to come out ahead of Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen is going to fall all the way back to P11. I don't know what is going on with Yuki Tsunoda and Max and Lewis Hamilton. I have no clue what is going on. And they are not showing us and they're not talking about it. So, but right now, Oscar Piastri is taking a real risk. Well, Lando Norris has moved back into P2. But yeah, Piastri he should have pitted earlier. Because now Lando Norris is on fresh tires and he's back in the P2. So you should have probably just pitted earlier and just bit the bullet. And it looks like Norris's earlier pit strategy is going to come through for him. And the Albon car goes into the pits, and Max Verstappen goes back into P10. He is back into the points. I'm gonna drop a link for hold on. No problem. Oh, my bad. Just checking on my co-host AC. My co-host AC out there grinding, cooking up a show out there. Max Verstappen is gaining on Lawson. Man, this has been a great fucking race today. There's been some real exciting stuff out here today. And the kid Behrman goes back into P4. The 20-year-old. I believe he's a Brit. Passes the Mercedes of George Russell. And Max Verstappen moves back into P8. He is most assuredly going to pass that Alpine car in P7. He is gaining on it, gaining on it. And George Russell takes back the place from the 20-year-old kid Behrman. I'm gonna drop the link for all my avid race lovers. McSmith probably seen this movie already. I just watched it the other day, but this is hands down the GOAT racing movie. If you want to understand racing, what it takes to go into it, the drama as well as the inner team politics, then I highly recommend you watch Grand Prix 1966. The movie is literally the full movie is on YouTube. Like it is amazing. It's one of the greatest movies that I've ever seen in my entire life. But back to some real racing. As I said, Max Verstappen has passed the Alpine car of Pierre Gasly and has moved into P6. And I think Oscar Piastri still has yet to pit. So it appears. Wow, Big Smith. So the Ferraris are retiring the car. They're just saying enough. We're not gonna put a legend like Lewis Hamilton through this crap anymore. Just retire. And Lewis Hamilton has gone to the pits, and that is it for Ferrari. They have waved the black flag. Or excuse me, they've waved the white flag. And now Oscar Piastri is in the pit. What is going on? Oh, I think Piastri took a time penalty. Max Verstappen tearing down the straightaway lane. Max Verstappen is gonna pass Oscar Piastri. Moving to P5. So now the race standings look like this. Lando Norris of the McLaren is in P1. The two Mercedes, Kimi Antonelli in P2, George Russell in P3, the kid of Haas, Behrman in P4, Max Verstappen in P5, Pierre Gasly of Alpine P6, Racing Bull Car of Lawson P7, Oscar Piastri of McLaren P8, Esteban Ocon of Haas P9, and Fernando Alonso, the legend of Aston Martin in P10. Thus far, Max Verstappen has pitted twice already.
You are a failure. You are a failure. You.
I don't think McSmith. I don't think that this clip has ever been more well timed than today.
You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You can never. You know you cannot make it. You need to be cutting grass, making this place fresh for the actual footballers that want to use this place. You are tired. You are here. What have you done? Useless. Me with my pregnancy, I'm better than you. Idiot.
Mm-mm-mm. You hate to see it. But right now, Piastri, the guy who is second in the Drivers' Championship, is in P7. He is gaining on the Racing Bulls car of Lawson, who is in P6. He is zero point 0.4 seconds behind. Now he's 0.3 seconds behind. Oh, he tried to go for a little move around the inside, but couldn't get it. The gap is now down to 0.2 seconds. Max Verstappen, he needs to start making up. And down the pit lane, Piastri's going to pass Isaac Hadjar. Beautiful overtake. Oh, come on, bro. It ain't Hamilton's fault that them niggas can't make a good fucking car. I want to see Lewis Hamilton just get one more drivers' championship. One more drivers' championship, then he could call it a day. Then he could switch over to Le Mans. I want to see him win a Le Mans 24-hour race before he retires. Just put that little notch in his belt. You know what I'm saying? Maybe come over to IndyCar. Try and compete for a championship. Probably make a stupid fucking amount of money. Absolutely. I want to see Leclerc win one too. I want to see him win one too. I think it's a shame that Ferrari is wasting years of his career. But right now, Max Verstappen trying his hardest to gain on the kid Behrman. He's on medium tires. Okay, it looks like everybody has settled into a nice pace. The only battle currently going on is for P12. Max Verstappen making up some ground on the kid Behrman in P4. Oscar, your pace, we're trying to catch and undercut Behrman, and Russell Verstappen will help you with that. Okay, so Oscar Piastri did not agree with pitting, but he pit anyway. The kid Behrman has now gone into the pits, so Max Verstappen is going to slide into P4. Okay, sounded as if though Piastri was not too happy about having to pit. Man, if you Max Verstappen, you gotta try and make up on you gotta try and make up that ground on Russell and P3 because sometime in the next, I say 5 laps, Piastri and Max are gonna meet down that down that straightaway pit lane, and Piastri is gonna overtake him. Like these cars, they just cannot fuck with that McLaren going down that straight line. They just cannot fuck with it. Yeah, man. Shout out to McLaren. They clearly made the best car of this season. They have won the constructor championship. I think like like 8 or 10 races early. What's the name of that? What's the name of their constructor or their manager? Zach Brown has earned his money. Shout out to everybody that comes through though, man. Please smash that like button. I appreciate y'all so much. Kicking in with me on a racing Sunday. Prayers for each of these men. I hope each of them make it off the track safely. But right now, the focus is on P5 up to P1. Those are where the battles are taking place. The kid Behrman gaining on the Aston Martin of Alonso. They go down the straightaway pit lane, and Behrman is going to move into P10. Is NASCAR still going? Is the playoff still going? Let me check. No, the NASCAR series is over. Mr. Ryan Blaney, I believe of the Ford team, has won. Or I don't know if he's of the Ford team, but he's driving a Ford car. I know that. I hope you're a bit. Oh shit. Okay, we got some. I hope you're a bit more optimistic than I am because it doesn't look very pretty where I am set. So Oscar Piastri is not. This looks best to us, Oscar, because of expected deg on the soft. So Oscar Piastri is. I'll say he's pretty pissed off that his engineer told him to come into the pits and switch to soft. He's having some trouble making up the stagger on Max Verstappen. It's decreasing slightly and slightly. Mm-mm-mm. Max Verstappen trying to make up time on George Russell, but that Mercedes car is just not giving him any breaks. Behrman gaining on the Albon on Williams Albon car, and he passes him to move up into P9. So both Haas cars are now in the points. I really like what Haas has done this season. I can't wait till they come back this next season. Salute to my brother B3 Picks. Uh, we are on lap 47. There are 71 laps in this race. So we got 34 laps left. But this has been an exciting ass race today, B3. We have had some drama. We got some inter-team politics with McLaren, where it looks like they might have shafted Piastri. Max Verstappen, I think he got disqualified from qualifying yesterday and started from the pit lanes today. He started all the way in place number 16, and now he's up into P3. Now Max Verstappen up into P3, up into P3. Kimi Antonelli goes into the pits. Max Verstappen is doing the do today. Unbelievable performance. You know, I shit on Max Verstappen a lot because I didn't like how they did my man Lewis Hamilton back in 2021. But I just got to take my hat off to this guy. He is one hell of a fucking race car driver. If there was anybody in this race who could have started from the pit lane and now be on the podium, it is Max Verstappen. Unbelievable stuff, man. But thank you for coming through, B3. Smash that like button, my brother. No, you probably already got that done. And George Russell is being told to box. George Russell is being told to box. Max Verstappen is going to move up in the P2. He is now just behind Lando Norris. He is behind Lando Norris by 15 seconds. What a fucking performance from Max Verstappen. Oliver Behrman going wheel to wheel with Nico Hulkenberg of the Kixabor car. I am not sure when was the last time Lando Norris has pit. Right now, Max Verstappen is on 14-lap old tires. Lando Norris is on 21-lap old tires. And Oscar Piastri is on 12-lap old tires. The top three standings currently look like this. Lando Norris, the championship leader in P1. Max Verstappen, number 3 in the championship standings in P2. And Oscar Piastri, number 2 in the championship standings in P3. All three men are battling for that championship spot. Max Verstappen is behind by almost 70 points of Lando Norris for that championship lead. So he needs all the points he can get. So he needs that 25. Max Verstappen now behind Lando Norris by 14 seconds. I'm not sure how many laps it's going to take Verstappen to make up that stagger. I'm not sure he can with 21 laps left. I'm not very sure he can. If your Piastri, Lando Norris goes into the pits. Lando Norris goes into the pits. Get he done? They're going to the summer stand on the pit lane. Max Verstappen is in P1. I don't believe this shit. And Oscar Piastri is going to pass his teammate and go into P2. Unbelievable. I don't have any words for some of the racing I've seen today. Simply unfucking believable. And Max Verstappen moves up into P1 with a 3.5 second lead over Oscar Piastri. He came into the weekend complaining about the car. He left qualifying sessions yesterday complaining that he had too much trouble controlling the car. But now, this young goat, something I didn't think I'd say, Max, at the end of the pit lane earlier, you are now the race leader. Not bad. Oh my God. My co host AC is missing a race for the fucking ages. I simply don't have any words. And now Max Verstappen begins to take the lead by 8 seconds over Lando Norris. It seems like Oscar Piastri is pit. Wow. Wow. You know, sometimes you watch special people, special athletes. Max Verstappen is one of them ones. Because I don't give a fuck how good that car is. If that driver don't got the nuts to do what he need to do, that car ain't going nowhere. Man. So now, with just 18 laps left, Max Verstappen has pitted twice. Lando Norris has pitted twice. Kimi Antonelli twice. George Russell twice. Currently, the race is looking. Max Verstappen is in P1. Lando Norris of the McLaren car is in P2. Kimi Antonelli P3. George Russell P4. Lawson of the Racing Bull is in P5. Behrman of Haas is in P6. Piastri is in P7. Hulkenberg of the Kick Sabor car in P8. Albon of Williams P9. And Isaac Kajar is into P10. Now less than 17 laps to go. And I think Max Verstappen is going to ride out on those tires for all they're worth. I don't think he's going to give up this lead. Not for nothing. I think Lando Norris is on slightly younger tires. Lando Norris beginning to gain on Max Verstappen for that P1 position. Max Verstappen held an 8-second lead. It's down to 6 seconds and 8/10 of a second. They're telling Verstappen to box. They're telling Verstappen to come into the pits. Verstappen is going to pit, and Lando Norris is going to take the lead along with probably Kimi Antonelli and George Russell. 2.5-second stop, ideal. So now with just 16 laps left, can Max Verstappen make it? Will the gamble of deciding to pit pay off? George Russell still has yet to or excuse me, I was about to say he still has yet to pit. I'm not sure how old his tires are. But one thing is for certain. Max Verstappen is currently on fresh soft tires with 16 laps to go, and he is 14 seconds behind the race leader. That being Lando Norris. And Oscar Piastri goes into P5. So now Oscar Piastri is positioned behind Max Verstappen. Piastri has yet to change out of his tires. Or rather, I should say, Max Verstappen is on fresher tires than Oscar Piastri. Currently, the way things stand, Kimi Antonelli would take an almost 30-point lead in the championship standings if he were to win this race, and if Max Verstappen were to finish, or excuse me, and if Piastri were to finish in P5. He would take an almost 90-point lead over Max Verstappen if Max Verstappen were to stay in P4. Which would almost all but end any hope of Max Verstappen winning the championship this season. Kimi Antonelli 5 seconds behind the leader. Russell of Mercedes 8 seconds behind the leader. Max Verstappen now 12 seconds behind the leader, with 14 laps to go in this race. Norris is on 15-lap-old tires. Antonelli 14-lap-old tires. Russell 11-lap-old tires. Max Verstappen on 2-lap-old tires. Of these four cars, and by the Piastri is on 16-lap-old tires. Of these five cars, Max Verstappen has the freshest tires. And he just put up the fastest lap time of all these cars, 1 minute 12 seconds. Oh my fucking Lord. This is going to be one hell of a race to the finish. It's been fairly vulnerable to this, Max, so do your best. And Max Verstappen responds, yeah, we have nothing to lose. He understands the stakes of finishing where he's at today. Max Verstappen now 4 seconds behind George Russell. Now 3 seconds behind George Russell. George Russell is talking to his radio. I didn't hear what he said. Max Verstappen has gained 15 places today. Just unfucking believable. Thirteen laps left in this race. Max Verstappen and his team have put up an unbelievable. George Russell says, I'm losing a lot of lap time. If I've got to manage these brakes, keep me posted. So it seems like the Mercedes of George Russell has a problem. Twelve laps left in this race. I'm not sure Max is going to be able to make it up. I think they're going to look back on that decision to pit as a calculated gamble, but it's not going to come through. I don't think so. With 12 laps to go. Max Verstappen now behind George Russell by 10 seconds. Max's engineer tells him P2 is on here if he can manage the degradation of his tires. 11 laps to go now. Lando Norris in the lead. Or forgive me, I said Max Verstappen is 10 seconds behind. Vote for drive, man. Max won as the driver of the day. This is not even a fucking discussion. Are you kidding me? And yeah, 46% of people have voted for Max Verstappen to be the driver of the day, which I mean, I would have. I mean, I don't think there was any question in that. Antonelli is on the radio complaining. So with 11 laps left, Lando Norris is on 19 lap old tires. Antonelli 18 lap old tires. George Russell 15 lap old tires. Is Lando Norris going to pit? If I were him, I certainly would not. I would ride it out all the way to the end. Because if you give up the lead at this point, I don't think you're getting it back. Into turn 10, Max Verstappen continues to try and gain on George Russell. Max is fighting for P3. And Oscar Piastri is still in two. And so now, Max Verstappen just 0.5 seconds behind George Russell. George Russell complained earlier about his brakes, about the brake temperature. Down the pit lane, Max Verstappen gets closer. All of these tires currently in front of Max Verstappen are on much older tires, plus they are on medium tires. Max Verstappen is on the soft tires, so his car has much more grip. 9 laps to go in this race. Antonelli is behind the leader, Lando Norris, in P1 by 7 seconds. As soon as they go down that pit lane, it's over for George Russell. Max Verstappen is going to pass him. They go down the pit lane. Nope. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Yep, now they're down the pit lane. Max Verstappen gonna go around the outside. It's turn number 1, and he passes George Russell to go into P3. Max Verstappen still in this race with 8 laps to go, still fighting for P1. He is now 2 seconds behind Kimi Antonelli. Can Max Verstappen move up into P1? I am stunned. The entire world is stunned. The people of Brazil are stunned. Max Verstappen is now behind Lando Norris by 9 seconds, and they're showing the replay. Just like I said, soon as they go down that pit lane straight, it was over for George Russell. Unbelievable, and the Red Bull fans go crazy. Now Max Verstappen has to hunt down Kimi Antonelli. Lando Norris is not pitting. He is not pitting for nothing. If you land on Norris, you just gotta hold on. You got 7 laps to go. They're gonna think about that decision to pit. At the end of the day, I thought it was a good strategic gamble. It did not. It looks like it's not gonna pay off. But if you're Max Verstappen, you cannot hang your head. You cannot do anything but hold your fucking head up high. This man started the race from the pits. Started out in P16 to fight all the way for a podium finish and with a chance to potentially take the lead. 6 laps to go. Forgive me, 7 laps to go. Currently, the race, the top 10 of the race looks like Lando Norris, the McLaren, number 1. Kimi Antonelli of the Mercedes car, number 2. Max Verstappen of the Red Bull car, number 3. George Russell of the Mercedes car, number 4. Oscar Piastri, McLaren, 5. Behrman of Haas, 6. Isaac Kajar of Racing Bull, 7. Nico Hulkenberg, who is currently in a battle with Lawson, in number 8. And Hajar of Racing Bull in number 9. And Pierre Gasly of Alpine is in P10. Damn, so Norris is now beginning to put more and more distance between himself and Antonelli as Max Verstappen's dream of winning this race appears to be shrinking. However, the lead between him and Antonelli is also shrinking, as it is now down to 1.4 seconds. I mean, and now, yeah, man, shout out to the Brazilians, man. They built an unbelievable track in Sao Paulo. Bro, who the fuck is voting for Lando Norris and Kimi Antonelli to be driver of the day? Whoever is voting for them needs to get beat the fuck up and smacked around. Hulkenberg and Lawson are going toe to toe, wheel to wheel. The lead for Antonelli is about to go under 9 seconds. It's at 1.1. Lando Norris, the young 24-year-old from Australia, had a dream when he came to McLaren of being their next Lewis Hamilton. Right now, he's doing the do. There are 4 laps left in this race, and Max Verstappen is now under 1 second away from Kimi Antonelli of the Mercedes car, with now 3 laps to go. 68. Or excuse me, 4 laps to go. Max Verstappen tries to go around the inside. Nope, was too far away. But Antonelli is in front of him now by zero point 0.6 seconds. When they come around that pit lane one more time, it is going to be over for this Mercedes car, just as I said earlier with George Russell. But wow, Hajar and Hulkenberg are really going toe-to-toe for that 8th position. This has been a race for the fucking storybooks. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. This is one of the most exciting races I've ever seen. Oh man, Max, what are you doing? Okay, nope, not it down the pit straight. No. Oh my god. I don't know what I think Max might have staggered or he had a lock up around the corner. Cause he should have had Antonelli going down that straightaway. Kimi Antonelli's highest finish is third. He is currently in P2. So right now he's fighting for a lot. He doesn't want to give up this position. This means a lot to him, I'm sure. And right now, Oscar Piastri, he himself is still fighting. He's zero point 0.6 seconds behind the other Mercedes car of George Russell. Kimi Antonelli, with 2 laps to go, is fighting with everything he can to hold off Max Verstappen and hold on to his highest finish of P2 ever. Man, bro, like this is one of them races where you really see the fucking guts, the balls, the skill of the engineers, the strategy. This race had everything. Max is now behind by zero point 0.4 seconds. Excuse me, zero point 0.8. They are now into the final lap. Max trying to make a move in the inside. And Max Verstappen is going to go for broke. We're going to have ourselves a race for P2 down all the way to the finish. Max behind Antonelli by zero point 0.6 seconds. Lando Norris is going to cruise into a comfortable finish with a 9-second lead over Antonelli. Max Verstappen behind by 0.5 seconds. 0.4 seconds. 0.3 seconds. And Lando Norris is going to come into the finish line. He sees the checkered flag and he gets those 25 points, and he is now firmly in the lead of the Formula One Drivers' Championship. Kimi Antonelli managed to hold off Max Verstappen. He'll come in for P2. Max Verstappen, after starting P16, he'll come in for P3. George Russell, P4. Piastri, P5. Behrman and Lawson are still battling for P6, and Behrman gets it done. Finishes P6. Lawson, Hadjar for the Racing Bulls are going to finish P7. Kicks the board. Nico Hulkenberg is going to finish P9. And unbelievable. The Alpine cars of Pierre Gasly, the guy I love to shit on, is going to finish in the points. He finishes P10. What a fucking race. I'm telling you right now, as long as I have been a fan, salute to my guy BVO Boxing. Shout out to BVO. Smash the like button, BVO. This is one of the greatest races I've ever seen in my life. If you ever want to watch a race that exemplifies the heart, the guts, the skill of these drivers, the strategy that goes into it with the engineers, it was the Brazil Grand Prix. Unfucking believable. And Lando Norris is soaking it in. He is going to get the champagne bath later as he earned it. Like I said, man, unbelievable races. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, here we go. Unbelievable fucking races. If you're Max Verstappen started in P19. So essentially, Max started out in second to last and managed to finish third. We hear Max Verstappen now on the radio. Yep, exactly. He at least tried. That's one thing nobody can say about Max Verstappen is that he did not try. He gave it everything he had, and they're showing the tires of Lando Norris. They are completely fucking degraded. I mean, they are just skin and bones. But he rode it all the way to the finish. Unbelievable race. But thank you for everybody that came through, man. Like I said, I'm going to say it once again. Unbelievable race. This was one of the greatest races I've ever had the pleasure of watching. It was a pleasure to call it for the people that were here. Shout out to my guy, Mick Smith. Shout out to BVO Boxing, my guy. Shout out to my co-host, AC, as well as my guy, B3. Shout out to everybody that came through, man. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to try to get my motorsport channel up and off the ground real soon. Wow, man, that was just unbelievable. Okay, I'm heading over to my guy, D Free Sports TV. He has his own stream going for NFL today. Once again, man, I appreciate everybody. If you're watching on the playback, please hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Once again, I appreciate, maybe for the 5th or 10th time, I appreciate everybody that came through. And we're going to be back. I believe F1 is going. Let me see. Where is the next F1 race? I believe it is in Bahrain. No, F1 is coming back to Las Vegas. So one more race probably in the Western Hemisphere. Yes, that's going to be the last race of this year in the Western Hemisphere before they head for Qatar and the Arab Grand Prix. So let me see. Hold on one sec. Okay. Okay, so we're going to be back for Formula One in about 2 weeks. Next weekend, I will be going live for the Repco Supercar Touring Championship. 2 races left in the series. That is, of course, Australia's premier motorsport league. Should be some great races out there next weekend. We'll get into it next weekend, like I said. Thank you once again for everybody that came through. I'm heading over to my guy, D Free Sports, my Sports Talk Network comrade. Shout out to all my brothers in the Sports Talk Network, man. Peace.
You are a failure. You are a failure. You can never make it. You can never. You know you cannot make it. You need to be cutting grass, making this place fresh for the actual footballers that want to use this place. You are tired, you are here. What have you done? Useless. Me with my pregnancy, I'm better than you. Idiot.